There are growing calls for the Fever to shut down Caitlin Clark. There are growing calls for the Fever to shut down Caitlin Clark. Originally appeared on The Spun. Caitlin Clark has been sidelined for the Indiana Fever since July 15th due to a groin injury. While fans would love to see her back on the court soon, there's a legitimate chance she's held out until 2026. Before injuries started derailing Clark's 2025 campaign, she was reminding the world why she's the face of the WNBA. The former #1 pick from Iowa was averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds per game. Unfortunately, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer hasn't been able to shake off the injury bug. To make matters worse for the Fever, a few other key players have suffered injuries this summer. A little less than 2 weeks ago, they lost Colson and Aari McDonald to season-ending injuries. Colson suffered a torn ACL, whereas McDonald suffered a broke in her foot. The latter was averaging 9.8 points and 4.7 assists per game during Clark's absence. Apparently, the hits keep on coming for the Fever. On Tuesday, veteran guard Sophie Cunningham was ruled out for the rest of the season due to injury. Cunningham sustained a season-ending injury in her right knee during the second quarter of the game and is expected to make a full recovery, the Fever said. In a corresponding move, the Fever have signed guard Shea Petty to a 7A hardship contract and released guard Kyra Lambert. Cunningham was having a solid first year with the Fever, averaging 8.6 points per game on 43.2% shooting from beyond the arc. With her sidelined for the rest of the year, Indiana is seriously running out of bodies for the rest of the season. That could potentially put pressure on Clark to return as soon as possible, but it shouldn't. Fans want Fever to shut down Clark. Fever might as well shut down Caitlin Clark, one fan said. If you needed any more reason to shut Caitlin Clark down to get to 100% health, the Fever having one person left not on a 7-day that can dribble the ball should do it, a second fan wrote. Caitlin Clark would be pretty stupid to come back for the Fever this season, with all the injuries they have had. She should just sit out rest of season and come back fully healthy next season, a third fan commented. Caitlin Clark not returning this season seems more of a thing by the day, another fan said. The Fever haven't shared a timeline for Clark's return. Head coach Stephanie White said the team is prioritizing the two-time All-Star's long-term health. Yes, every competitor wants to play, but at the same time doing it the right way and making sure, after we've had a couple of setbacks, that we're prioritizing her long-term health and wellness is the most important thing, White told reporters over the weekend. While we'd love to see Clark on the hardwood soon, what truly matters is that she avoids making her injury worse than it already is. If that means she has to wait until the 2026 season, then so be it. There are growing calls for the Fever to shut down Caitlin Clark. First appeared on The Spun on August 19, 2025. This story was originally reported by The Spun on August 19, 2025, where it first appeared.